Hello friends, in this video we will see how to read the notepad file data kept on any server through a GET API. API is also kept on that server. Actually API and notepad file both are kept on the server. We will read uh, that notepad data through that API in the INIC app. So basically we'll call the API through INIC app and we will receive the notepad data. So let's see how we can do this. So first we will create a API and a put a notepad file on that same folder on the server. So let's see how we can do this. So first create the API and notepad file. So our PHP file is created. So let's put some code inside this. So as you can see, we will get the file name sent by the INIC app, and with the file name we will read that particular file, and in the response we will send that data of the file to the INIC app to the client. So let's see how we can access this code through INIC app. And if you want more detail of this API, I will already made a separate video on that particular API on some other channel. I will put that link in the description of this video. You will check that particular link also, and please and also subscribe that particular channel also. Thank you, and let's see how we can access the code now, this API. So let's save and close, and let's go on Visual Studio Code now. But before I start coding of INIC apps, first let's create a notepad file here. So notepad file is my file .txt because we have to read that particular file, and let's put some text inside working. That is data inside this file and it's working, some random data, and let's save and close. So we have PHP API, we have Notepad API. Now on we are on Visual Studio Code on the home page.ts, and we will call the API through HTTP client module. Before call using that HTTP client module, you have to register this plugin in app module.ts, and I have already did this. So here is the HTTP client module from Angular common.http, and you have to add HTTP client module inside imports array. So before using this plugin, you have to register in the app module.ts. Now let's import in the homepage.ts file. So import from Angular common HTTP, and we have to import what that is HTTP client, and inside constructor let's declare private HTTP client, and inside ng module ng only we will call this API. So first add some permission, window.confirm. Do you want to call this PHP API to read text? If user click OK, then this code will be executed. So let's first declare the API URL. API URL is this, and you can see in query string file name my file passing as we already created on the server, and let's call the API get. So we'll use get method, and in the get method your first parameter is URL, and you have to pass response type. Response type is text. So return subscribe, and subscribe there is a response. So if we get response, we'll put alert, and the final result is in alert. So if when the page load, it will ask for the permission. If user click OK, then this response will be call in the alert function. So let's check now. So as you can see, page is already loaded and there is alert pop-up. Do you want to call the PHP API to read text? I will click OK, and data inside this file, and it's working. Result in the alert box. So it's working, and API is working. Any code is working. So hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel, like the video, and please wait for the next video. I will be back soon.